Today on E-News, winter weather is making it difficult for students. Lethbridge is lighting up with the holiday spirit, and a Lethbridge College athlete is breaking records.
Hello, and welcome to E-News. I'm Heather Grande.
And I'm Tyler Verloop. Here's today's top story. The calendar says it's still fall, but Mother Nature has other ideas. A number of major snowfalls have created winter-like conditions for Lethbridge College staff and students. They're challenging for everyone, particularly those experiencing snow and ice for the first time. Manjit Kaur has the story.
Cars and other vehicles are facing icy and wet streets. Already, the region has received more snow than it sometimes gets in a whole winter. That's posing problems for Lethbridge College, its staff, and especially its students.
What happens is the initial snowfall, people aren't used to walking on snow and ice, and so they forget about there could be ice underneath the snow, and they usually during the first snowfalls we get a lot of slips and falls.
Frank Japon says it's hard for all students to get around with heavy backpacks and computers. He says it's important students and staff are properly dressed for the elements, including a warm winter coat, gloves and mittens, scarves and boots or other footwear that have solid grip to prevent slipping. Arshdeep Kaur came from India to study at Lethbridge College. She says big snowstorms have provided more educational experiences than the academic lessons that were expected.
I'm from India. I have never seen snow in my life before. It was a nice experience for me. I was waiting for the snowy days because I wanted to play with the snow.
Farrell says it may have looked beautiful when it was snowing in the beginning, but it turned into a big problem when it didn't stop.
So for international students, it'd be a real challenge because they've never seen snow or ice. Driving conditions are different, everything different, right down to them having to dress up, wear jackets.
Weather forecaster says Western Canada can expect more snow and colder temperature than average this winter. That means for college students and staff, they need to be prepared. Manjit Kaur, E-News.
According to the weather forecast, there's a chance of more snow this weekend.
A new Lethbridge program is nearing the end of its first semester. Virtual and Augmented Reality is a certificate program that was offered by the college for the first time this fall. Students are learning a variety of skills they can put to use in an industry that is growing rapidly. Annie Lenacek has the story.
The Virtual and Augmented Reality Certificate Program offers a balance of technical and entrepreneurial skill building. Virtual reality instructor Allison Secor has a background in virtual reality game design. She released a game on virtual reality platforms as part of two-person Lethbridge-based studio Simulacrum Interactive. It was her work on games that led to Secor becoming an instructor at Lethbridge College.
I sort of got involved with the college running an event called Global Game Jam. And I also used to attend events. They would have industry people come in and sort of speak to the skills that students needed to get into the industry.
According to Superdata Research, revenue from virtual and augmented reality was just under $6 billion in 2018. $3.6 billion came directly from virtual reality, with mobile augmented reality bringing in $1.8 billion and mixed reality headsets taking in $500 million. Secor says the changes being made in the virtual and augmented reality industry are happening faster than any she's seen before. She says instructors plan to use the first few years of the program to tweak the curriculum and potentially expand into additional programs if the need arises. Mike McCready is the man behind the Virtual and Augmented Reality program. He spearheaded the creation of the program following Lethbridge College's Merging Realities Conference.
In 2018, when we started Merging Realities, which was the world's first conference held in virtual reality, the world response to that was overwhelming, and it really indicated to us that there was a high demand and interest in virtual reality education.
The Virtual and Augmented Reality Certificate is a one-year program with an industry-integrated practicum. In April, the first round of students from an at-capacity intake will graduate. I'm Annie Lenacek, E-News.
For more information or to apply, visit Lethbridge College. Go online at lethbridgecollege.ca or call 403-320-3200.
Lethbridge College established another sweet new program this semester as well. The baking program has proven to be a natural addition to the well-established culinary arts program. Michael Cake was able to go check it out.
The newly established baking program allows students to use different methods to learn how to make tasty treats like donuts, cakes, bread, pie, and pastries. The baking program can be either an apprenticeship or diploma. Baking instructor Amanda Kawchuk says there's a lot of key differences between the two honors.
It depends if they're a diploma or apprentice. Apprentices will go on to second year and go a little bit more in depth with product. Second year diplomas will start in the evening dining in the garden court.
Kawchuk adds that the best way for the program to grow is to continue to be innovative. She says the program could take the students into the field. Baking also teaches students how to make filling, icing, and a variety of doughs. The baking program also allows culinary students to transfer over to the apprenticeship or diploma after graduation. Shailene Bordachuk plans to get both diplomas.
I actually started culinary, so I got my red seal here as well. And then when I was finishing my culinary program, they were opening up the baking. So they offered me, hey, you want to continue and get your baker as well? And I was like, why not? That'd be awesome.
Bordachuk says she wants to travel after getting her second diploma. She plans to use the skills acquired at Lethbridge College around the world.
The baking program is located around Andrews, as the main kitchen is in AN 1639. For E-News, I'm Michael Cake.
Tuition for the baking program is $784 per year. It's 2 years with a third-year option pending approval from the college.
The fall semester has come to an end, and the holiday season is upon us. Most students are looking forward to home-cooked meals and celebrating with family, but for some, that's not an option. Riley Kubik reports.
Ah, the holidays. With winter break right around the corner, many students at Lethbridge College are preparing to head home for the holidays to spend some quality time with friends and family. Some students, however, are going to spend their break a little differently. Whether it's because of physical or financial limitations, some students have no choice but to remain on campus for the holidays. Lethbridge College saw an influx of international students this year. The college is now home to students from over 40 different countries. According to the college's International Student Services, for some of these students, home is too far away to visit for the holidays.
The break, I just work here actually, I think so, because I didn't get any time to go India, because it's very hard for me, and even I miss my family over there. But you know what, as I'm living here with my neighborhood family from back home, so I do not miss them very much because they are very nice with me here. So I love their company here very much. They're like my family.
Students who do remain on campus should know that they are not alone. Laura Morden, Lethbridge College's Health Promotions Coordinator, says the college is here for students spending the holiday season alone, even over the break.
If the stress gets too much, the anxiety gets too much, we have the MySSP plan, which is with Chappelle, that they can always contact and talk to someone live if things are getting too much. Also with Chappelle, they can look for resources online that can assist them in specific needs of what exactly is occurring.
Though the holidays are supposed to be a time of cheer, they can be a stressful time for many. Students feeling overwhelmed or lonely this holiday season are encouraged to reach out to Wellness Services in CE 1380. For E-News, I'm Riley Kubik.
For students who remain on campus for the holidays, they will have access to college and online counseling services. The college reopens for all students on January 6th.
The college is helping students get into the holiday spirit with a one-of-a-kind Christmas store. The store aims to relieve stress students experience from Christmas shopping while providing fun, creative, and discounted gifts to give to family and friends. Justin Parkin took the opportunity to head down to the Christmas store to learn more about what this store means to the students.
Located on campus between the cave and the center core lies a little piece of the North Pole, put on by the Lethbridge College bookstore. From books and board games to gift baskets and tree decorations, they have it all down at the Christmas store. The store was designed to allow students to buy gifts for their friends and family while attending classes and doing their schoolwork. Along with the store, there was also a silent auction and a bake sale that was open to all staff and students. Bookstore manager Emily Campbell says the store gives students an easy and affordable way to shop for Christmas without all the stress.
But what this store originally is so that students can come in and be able to buy things for Christmas, because we know what it's like being students. We've all been students at one point in our lives. And so this gives them the chance to be able to buy things that are new to them and be able to give things to their family and friends.
Campbell says all the gifts found in the store are new or gently used items that supporters from around the campus have donated. Student Joshua Jensen says the store is an affordable option for students.
I think it's great. There's a lot of affordable stuff around here. There's probably a lot of students who are looking for some random things like this that they'd usually have to spend a lot more money on.
The Christmas store managed to bring in a total of $4,500 last year. All proceeds from the Christmas store go directly back to the students through gift cards from the bookstore and the college. These gift cards can be used for textbooks, tuition, and meals at the food court. For E-News, I'm Justin Parkin.
Along with the Christmas store, the college is offering other stress-relieving opportunities, including doggy de-stress over exam week. Coming up after the break, how a local firefighter is helping emergency workers who have emergencies themselves, and what goes into making Lethbridge's Japanese gardens beautiful this season. Stay with us.
When I first heard about Windy City Canine Rescue, I was a little hesitant to rescue a dog with them. I hadn't heard much about the organization, and since they didn't have a location, I was really worried about finding time to actually meet the pet. But they were super helpful throughout the entire process, even though they work on a volunteer basis. And that's when I actually met JC here, and for the better part of a year, JC and I have been inseparable.
Call Windy City Canine Rescue or search them on Facebook to rescue a dog today.
The Lethbridge Food Bank supports those in need. You can too. By donating food, you're helping the Lethbridge Food Bank achieve its goals. The Lethbridge Food Bank depends on the donations that help change and support the cause of those in need. Cash donations are also accepted through their website at lethbridgefoodbank.ca. Donating cash makes it possible to maintain the quality of the Lethbridge Food Bank's food supply. Donate today because everyone deserves to be fed.
I'm feeling out of the loop lately. You know the feeling?
I was feeling that a bit. Then I bought a smart farmer subscription through Farming Smarter.
What kind of services are there?
Here, let me show you. They got a few options, from a package with a newsletter and access to a forum to speak with other folk all over, up to packages with event tickets and discounts on private research.
That's fantastic.
Farming Smarter, helping you grow new ideas from the ground up. Visit us at farmingsmarter.com.
So the Amethyst Project is a 24/7 project that supports women, men, children who has experienced sexual violence.
The goal of the Amethyst Project is to help people begin to heal by offering education, advocacy, trauma-informed support, and non-judgmental information about options available for anyone who has experienced sexual violence, whether recently or in the past. Contact the YWCA today.
Welcome back. The community had the chance to ask questions and learn about strides it's making to be inclusive of people with disabilities. Tuesday marked International Day of Persons with Disabilities, as recognized by the United Nations. This year's theme was empowering people with disabilities. Tyler Hay reports.
Workers working with both our members in terms of whether that's coming.
Community partners gathered at CASA Tuesday to celebrate International Day of Persons with Disabilities. The event was open to the public and focused both on empowering individuals with disabilities and celebrating the efforts put forth by organizations to provide resources that lead to their success.
If you haven't had Jugo Juice yet, you got to come to the Y just for that.
The YMCA's Ross Jacobs presented at the event. He says free community events like this are a good way for the public to learn about things they otherwise may not.
We're really good at celebrating the things we're always aware about, but an opportunity like this to celebrate something that maybe you don't know everything about, come to the event, not only celebrate those champions who are out there doing the good work, but at the same time, get the opportunity to learn something. I mean, that's a win-win. So
there were events held in communities all around Alberta for this day. Organizers say events like this show how inclusive Lethbridge can be.
With Lethbridge, it's, I think, important that we celebrate the inclusion that we have within the city. And, you know, it's, we are the third largest city in Alberta, but yet it feels like we've got a really tight-knit community here.
Atkins says this year's theme in Lethbridge was A New Decade, New Beginnings. He says he hopes everyone in attendance got an idea of the direction Lethbridge is going towards inclusivity. Tyler Hay, E! News.
International Day for Persons with Disabilities is recognized by the United Nations on December 3rd every year.
A Lethbridge first responder has turned a tragic personal loss into the community's gain. Sean Folk and his family are embracing a new dawn as they learn how to move on following the passing of Folk's wife and the mother of his children.
It's been a heart-wrenching and alarming year for a local firefighter and his family. He spent his entire adult life saving lives, but a lengthy battle with cancer claimed the love of his life. In April, Sean Folk and his family's world was turned upside down as they learned Dawn Folk, Sean's wife, and the mother of his children, had passed away. She'd fought the disease for almost 20 years, but never lost sight of the things she had to be grateful for.
She never, ever, in 19 and a half years, ever complained. And she never, ever said, "Why is this happening to me?"
Not long after Dawn's passing, Sean started a foundation called A New Dawn to help others in crisis scenarios. The foundation is for emergency personnel who may not have funds when they come into their own personal emergency. Sean has been with the Lethbridge Fire and EMS for 26 years, which makes this project very close to his heart.
Folk's entire career has been about helping those in need. He's never questioned whether this is what he was meant to do. Folk continues to work towards his goal with more motivation than ever, as he is sure Dawn is watching.
So, you know, I still feel Dawn. I still love Dawn. And I can feel it, but she's physically not here.
A New Dawn also offers support to nurses and others working in the emergency field when they are in need of help.
Backed by popular demand, what began as a 50th anniversary celebration of a cultural garden back in 2016 has become an annual event. Kelsey O'Donnell is standing by with more on that story. Kelsey?
Thanks, Tyler. The Nico Yuko Japanese Garden lit up over the holiday season to kick off the annual Christmas event. I got a sneak peek into what it offers and what's involved. The Nico Yuko Japanese Garden hung thousands of lights and decorations to encourage the people of Lethbridge and southern Alberta to see what the garden has to offer. The organization says community engagement has grown tremendously over the past 4 years, involving more city organizations and local businesses. This is a huge success since the purpose of the garden is to reflect the community that nurtures it. Executive Director Michelle Day says the organization wants the garden to educate the community about the Japanese winter customs and traditions.
And I want our community to celebrate our diversities and differences, and having the garden and having different collaborations and winter customs and traditions that we do here. It's fun and it's beautiful.
Preparation for the Winter Lights Festival began back in mid-October with 8 crew members working full-time to set up the decorations. However, due to winter weather setbacks, the crew had to work exceptionally hard to make sure the garden would be ready to go for opening day. The number of sponsors, lights, trees, and horticultural pieces have all increased over the last 4 years as well. This year, the garden features new elements, including 3 ice sculptures for people to interact with. Tyson Boylan says his family has created a tradition to attend the festival every year.
It's a thing to do in the dead of winter, and our winters here aren't always the nicest, so it's something to get out of the house and celebrate Christmas at the great Japanese gardens.
The opening weekend of the Winter Lights Festival saw around 800 people, and the organization says they expect the garden to only get busier. Back to you, Tyler.
Thanks, Kelsey. The Winter Lights Festival will remain open until January 31st.
In other news, new evidence is showing Christmas gift giving is falling out of favor. A CIBC poll suggests nearly 2/3 of Canadians think holiday spending is out of control. But despite these feelings, Canadians, including the people of Lethbridge, are spending more than ever. Kevin Forsyth has the story.
The sound of the bell calls in the Buddhist faithful to prayer for their morning service. But outside these walls, people are flocking somewhere else, the shopping mall. For the vast majority of us, the Christmas shopping season is upon us. That means we'll soon be spending a lot of money. But has Christmas become too commercialized? Yasuo Izumi is Reverend of the Southern Alberta Buddhist Temple. His religion teaches that true happiness comes from detachment from physical things.
People buy and buy for the satisfaction, to satisfy your desires, right? No limit.
Though Buddhists do not celebrate Christmas, December is still a very busy time of the year. They celebrate Bodhi Day, which commemorates Buddha finding enlightenment.
Giving and sharing with no attachment, just give, just share things you have.
Rowan Crown is the pastor for Amazing Grace Church. He thinks there is a better way for people to celebrate the holiday season, with friends and family.
To get away from commercialism is take the focus off yourself, right? And do something that reflects a gift of love.
According to the Retail Council of Canada, Canadians spend on average $705 on Christmas expenses, increasingly on Amazon. But people like Izumi and Crown hope that this year you'll consider helping out a fellow human. Kevin Forsyth, E-News.
If you feel like focusing less on spending and more on helping people, there are options. You can connect with more than 150 organizations by getting involved with Volunteer Lethbridge. Still ahead, Justin Parkin has your local sports, including a member of the Lethbridge College Kodiak men's volleyball team breaking a record. And futsal is gaining ground in the collegiate sports world. We're back in 2 minutes.
The Lethbridge Therapeutic Riding Association offers an alternative form of therapy using horses to help individuals with special needs, all designed to help achieve mental and physical health. Our horses and riders are matched up to create the perfect partnership for each individual's specific needs. With the help from our equine partners, students can achieve behavioral, social, and communication goals. Thanks to the Lethbridge Therapeutic Riding Association, riders experience a sense of mobility and independence they don't otherwise feel in their everyday life.
Mission Thrift Store is a Christian-based nonprofit organization that helps spread the word of God in local communities, as well as in over 40 countries worldwide, all of which are supported by your generous donations. All donations are converted into cash and invested in leadership and literacy programs in over 40 countries. Donation hours are Monday to Saturday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. For more information, visit Lethbridge Mission Thrift Store or visit their website at missionthriftstore.com.
The Lethbridge and District Humane Society is a sanctuary for pets in need of a forever home. As a no-kill organization, they provide shelter for animals in need. But they need donations and volunteers from the community to help ensure they provide the best quality care. To find out how you can help, contact or visit the Lethbridge and District Humane Society today.
Friendship is the key to living a happy life. The LSCO Community Center provides a place for individuals 35 and up to get out, socialize, and live an active, healthy life.
So LSCO is a great place to come. We have lots of fun here. You meet lots of people.
With already 2,500 members and growing, the LSCO wants to make a difference in your life.
Our adoption process is fairly simple. For dogs, there is an application process. It's not particularly invasive.
Ever feeling lonely sitting at home by yourself? What's better than adopting a new friend? Come into the animal shelter to find yourself some company, whether it's a dog or a cat. Here at the shelter, we want to help find animals a loving, responsible home. Our facilities are all about finding the right home for the animals.
Check out our website
The Lethbridge College men's volleyball team has reached the midway point of its season in good shape. Joshua Schuning had the opportunity to talk with the Kodiaks team about the successful start to its season.
After a successful first half of the season, the Lethbridge College Kodiaks men's volleyball team have found themselves in first place in the ACAC South Division. However, head coach Greg Gibbous says that after losing a few key leadership type of players, there have been players that stepped up when push comes to shove.
We're really looking for guys to mold into that role and grow into some more mature volleyball players, and I think we've seen that over the last couple of weeks is that our leaders are really stepping up, and we know now when push comes to shove, we've got a really resilient group.
The team is currently in first place in the ACAC South Division standings, which makes Gibbous feel the team is in a good place going into the holiday break.
Hosting provincials kind of takes the monkey off your back of having to worry about qualifying for playoffs. So all year we've made it known that we do want to, be the #1 seed in the South heading into the provincial break, and I think we've put ourselves in a pretty good spot to do that moving into second semester.
This season has been a special season as well for fifth-year right side player Carter Hansen. Hansen broke the ACAC volleyball all-time kill record, passing his former teammate Dax Whitehead when Hansen broke the record playing the Kings from Red Deer College.
Felt good. It's definitely been something I've been thinking about, and it was awesome to be able to pass Dax, being my former teammate and the good guy he is. We were really focused on getting the win more than the record, which is what I like. But
the team sits in first place after the first semester with a 10-2 record. The Kodiaks are also undefeated when away from the Lethbridge College. Hansen broke the ACAC record with 1,168 kills and has a chance to set the record even higher with 15 games left to play. Coach Gibbous admits the team is looking forward to the holiday break, as many players are excited to return home to see some family and friends. The team will return to action on January 10th against Red Deer College. For E-News, I'm Joshua Schuning.
The men's and women's basketball teams will also be in action soon as their schedules resume on January 9th against the Rattlers at Medicine Hat College. 2 new teams have been proposed for the ACAC Futsal League and are pending approval. Futsal has become increasingly more popular in today's collegiate sports. Lethbridge College hosted futsal identification camps on Monday to scout out potential talent to join the Kodiaks for the upcoming season. Tyler Verloop reports.
Nice play on the sideline there by Moser.
The preparation for the upcoming futsal season kicked into gear this week with Lethbridge College hosting identification camps in search of potential talent. This is the first time the Kodiaks program has held an ID camp for futsal. Camps are a more common occurrence for indoor and outdoor soccer. The league currently has 9 teams in the league. There will be 2 new teams added to the futsal league this year pending league approval. Prairie College in Three Hills and Portage College located in Lac La Biche are the teams expected to join the ACAC Futsal League. Kodiak's men's and women's soccer and futsal head coach Sean Carey says in futsal there's a lot more shooting, so he teaches his players to shoot first, then follow the ball. Carey says the key in futsal is to get into open areas when the ball is not on your feet.
The movement off the ball is key as well, so there's lots of little intricate stuff that as season goes on that you just bring up and learn with the team. So,
second-year Kodiak's futsal player Jasmine Salmon says the main difference between futsal and soccer for her is the technical foot skills that are developed over time.
It's a lot more technical with our feet. In soccer, if you've got the speed, you're pretty set out there, but with futsal, it's a lot more ball control, a little bit quicker passes and movement.
The progress that we've seen in the foot skills just through futsal translates to the outdoor. It makes a huge difference now. The confidence that the girls and boys have now with the ball at the feet is tenfold now.
Sean Carey says the futsal ID camps have not gained much traction yet. He says he is looking for players with a good personality and some skills. Both rosters are nearly set. However, he's always looking for talent. Tyler Verloop, E-News.
The ACAC Futsal Championships will be held at Lakeland College in 2020. That's all for sports. Heather?
That's all for E-News this week.
Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.